Welcome to my channel, Practice English with Ease. Today, I want to ask you something very simple, but very powerful. When was the last time you cleaned your mind? Think about it for a moment. We clean our homes every day. We wash our clothes. We clean our phones, our rooms, our desks. But what about the mind? The place where all your thoughts live. Most people never clean it. And slowly, without noticing, it fills up with stress, overthinking, fear, pressure, sadness, and noise. You feel tired even when you do nothing. Your head feels heavy. Your heart feels restless, and you don't even know why. But what if cleaning your mind was as simple as cleaning your room? What if you could remove mental dust every day and feel light again? In today's video, I will show you simple, easy, beginner-friendly ways to clean your mind daily and build peace from inside. These habits can change how you think, how you feel, and how you live. So stay with me till the end, because the last habit changes everything. Chapter 1. Understanding why your mind gets dirty every day. Let me start with something very simple. Your mind is just like a room. If you never clean your room, what happens? Dust gathers. Clothes pile up. Things get messy. Slowly, it becomes hard to walk, hard to find things, hard to feel comfortable. Your mind works the same way. Every single day, thoughts enter your brain. Some thoughts are good, some are useful, but many of them are heavy, noisy, and unnecessary. And if you don't clean them, they stay there. They pile up. And one day, your mind feels full, tired, and confused. Think of your mind like a glass of water. When the water is still, it is clear. You can see through it. But when you keep shaking the glass again and again, the water becomes cloudy. You can't see anything clearly. That is exactly what happens when your mind is full of stress, worries, and endless thoughts. Or imagine your mind as a backpack. Every day you put something inside it, a problem from work, a memory from the past, a fear about the future, a comment someone made, a mistake you regret. At first, it feels light, but after months and years, the backpack becomes so heavy that you feel tired even when you are doing nothing. Another easy example is your phone storage. When your phone is new, it is fast and smooth. But when you keep adding apps, photos, videos, and files, it becomes slow. It starts hanging. It stops responding. You don't throw the phone away. You clean the storage. Your mind is exactly the same. When too many thoughts stay inside, your mind becomes slow, emotional, and overloaded. Now let's talk about how this mental dirt enters your mind every day without you noticing. From the moment you wake up, your brain starts working. You think about your tasks, your responsibilities, your fears, your plans. Someone says something to you. You keep thinking about it. You open your phone. You read bad news. You compare your life with others. You remember something embarrassing from years ago. You worry about something that may never happen. And all of this stays inside your mind like dust in a room. There are many common sources of mental dirt. Stress is one of the biggest. Deadlines, money problems, family expectations, responsibilities. Overthinking is another. You repeat the same thought again and again in your head, hoping to find an answer, but instead, you just become more tired. Past memories also play a big role. Old pain, old mistakes, old regrets. Fear of the future is another heavy burden. What if I fail? What if I lose this? What if things get worse? Negative self-talk is also a powerful source of mental dirt. The way you talk to yourself when no one is listening. And then there is outside noise. People's opinions, social media, news, pressure from society, everyone telling you who you should be and how you should live. And here is the most important thing I want you to understand. You are not weak. Your mind is just overloaded. Most people blame themselves. They say, "Why am I so tired? Why can't I focus? Why am I always anxious?" But the truth is, your mind is doing too much. It is carrying too much. It is thinking too much. Anyone in your place would feel the same. Now let's understand something very important. There is a big difference between thinking and overthinking. Thinking is natural. It helps you solve problems. It helps you make decisions. It helps you grow. But overthinking is when your mind keeps going in circles. Same thought, again and again, without any solution. Thinking moves forward. Overthinking keeps you stuck. Thinking gives clarity. Overthinking creates confusion. Your brain is a beautiful machine, but it has one problem. It never rests unless you guide it. It doesn't know when to stop. If you don't tell it to pause, it will keep running all day and all night. Even when you are sleeping, your mind is still processing. That is why many people feel tired when they wake up. Their body slept, but their mind didn't. Let me share a small real-life example. There was a normal person, just like you and me. Nothing special, no big trauma, no big problems. But every day, he felt mentally tired. He would sit on his bed and say, "I did nothing today, but I feel exhausted." When he looked deeper, he realized his mind was never quiet. From morning till night, he was thinking about everything. His job, his family, his past, his future. He was living in his head, not in the present moment. And that is when he understood. His mind was not broken. It was just dirty. Now I want you to do something with me. Just for a few seconds. Pause. Take a deep breath. And ask yourself, what fills my mind every day? Is it peace or pressure? Is it hope or fear? Is it gratitude or regret? Don't judge yourself. Just notice. Awareness is the first step to cleaning anything. Now that you understand why the mind gets dirty, let's learn how to clean it daily. Chapter 2. Daily mental cleaning habits that actually work. Now that you understand why your mind gets dirty, let's talk about how to clean it. And before we begin, let me make one thing very clear. Cleaning your mind is not something special people do. It does not need high intelligence. It does not need money. It does not need talent, education, or a perfect life. It only needs intention and a few minutes of honesty with yourself. Just like brushing your teeth every day keeps your mouth clean, mental hygiene keeps your thoughts healthy. You don't brush your teeth only when they start hurting. You do it daily to prevent pain. The mind works the same way. Most people wait until they break down to take care of their mental health. They wait until anxiety becomes too heavy, until stress turns into sickness, until overthinking steals their sleep. But the truth is, a clean mind is built through small daily habits, not big dramatic changes. And today, I want to share simple practices that anyone can do, even if you are a complete beginner. The first habit is writing your thoughts out. Your mind is not a storage room for pain, but many people treat it like one. They keep everything inside, their worries, fears, anger, regrets, and sadness. Writing is like opening a door and letting the pressure escape. When you write, you take thoughts out of your head and place them on paper. This immediately reduces mental pressure. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need beautiful words. Just write what you feel. You can write, "I feel tired," or "I am scared," or "I don't know what to do." Writing helps your brain relax because it no longer has to hold everything inside. Here is how to do it in a very simple way. Take a notebook or even a loose paper. Sit quietly for 5 minutes. Write whatever is in your mind without stopping. Do not judge it. Do not correct it. When you are done, close the notebook. You don't need to read it again. Just let it go. When you release your thoughts, your mind becomes lighter. What you don't release, you carry. The second habit is breathing and stillness. Most people breathe all day, but very few breathe consciously. When you are stressed or anxious, your breathing becomes fast and shallow. This sends a message to your brain that something is wrong. But when you breathe slowly and deeply, your brain receives a different message. It feels safe. It feels calm. That is why breathing affects the brain so deeply. You can practice this habit anywhere. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Take a slow breath in through your nose. Hold it for a few seconds. Then breathe out slowly through your mouth. Do this 5 times. While breathing, focus only on the air going in and out. No phone, no talking, just you and your breath. Silence is powerful because it gives your mind a break from noise. Even 2 minutes of stillness can clean hours of mental mess. The third habit is releasing emotional weight. Every day, emotions pass through us. Some are good, some are heavy. But many people push their emotions down instead of releasing them. They say, "I'm fine," even when they are not. Over time, this emotional weight becomes mental clutter. Releasing emotions does not mean crying all day or talking to everyone. It simply means allowing yourself to feel without fighting it. When you feel sad, say, "I feel sad." When you feel angry, say, "I feel angry." Naming the emotion reduces its power. You can also release emotional weight by talking to someone you trust, or by sitting quietly and allowing the feeling to pass. Emotions are like waves. If you don't block them, they rise and fall naturally. The fourth habit is creating small pauses during the day. Most people live on automatic mode. They move from one task to another without stopping, but the mind needs pauses to reset. A small pause can be as simple as closing your eyes for 1 minute, stretching your body, looking at the sky, or taking a slow walk without your phone. These small pauses tell your brain it's okay to slow down, and when the brain slows down, it cleans itself. Let me share a short, real-life story. There was a woman who always felt overwhelmed. She said her mind never stopped. One day, she decided to try these habits. She wrote for 5 minutes every night. She practiced deep breathing in the morning. She allowed herself to feel instead of pushing emotions away. And she took short pauses during her day. After 1 week, she noticed something surprising. Her mind felt quieter. She slept better. She felt more present. Nothing in her life changed, but her mind did. Now imagine how you would feel after practicing these habits for just 7 days. Imagine waking up with a lighter head. Imagine feeling calm instead of rushed. Imagine having space in your mind to think clearly. This is not a dream. It is a daily practice. But cleaning your mind is not enough if you keep filling it with garbage. Chapter 3. Stop polluting your mind. What you must reduce and avoid. Cleaning your mind is powerful, but let me tell you an important truth. Cleaning without protection is useless. Imagine you clean your room in the morning. The floor is shiny. The air feels fresh. Everything looks perfect. But then you leave the door open all day. People walk in with dirty shoes. Trash comes in. Dust settles again. By night, the room is messy once more. Not because you didn't clean it, but because you didn't protect it. Your mind works the same way. Think of your mind as a garden. If you plant flowers and water them, they grow beautifully. But if you also allow weeds to grow, they steal the space, the water, and the sunlight. Soon the flowers struggle. Mental junk is like weeds. If you don't remove them, they take over. Or think of your mind as a phone battery. If too many apps run in the background, the battery drains fast. Your mind gets tired not because you are weak, but because too many things are running inside it. Or imagine a clean room with an open window in a dusty street. No matter how much you clean, dust keeps coming in. Protection is not optional. It is necessary. Now let's talk clearly about what mental junk really is. Mental junk is anything that enters your mind and makes you feel heavy, anxious, angry, insecure, or tired without helping you grow. Negative content is one of the biggest sources. Videos, posts, or conversations that spread fear, hate, or hopelessness. Constant scrolling is another. When you scroll without purpose, your mind jumps from one thing to another. It never rests. Toxic conversations also pollute the mind. Gossip, complaints, arguments, and constant negativity stay in your head long after the conversation ends. Comparison is another silent enemy. You see other people's lives online and start questioning your own worth. You forget that you are seeing only highlights, not reality. Bad news overload also affects the mind deeply. Being informed is important, but drowning in negative news all day creates fear and stress. Your brain was not designed to handle so much information at once. Here is an important educational truth. What you consume becomes your thoughts. What you watch, listen to, and read shapes how you think. If you feed your mind fear, your thoughts become fearful. If you feed your mind anger, your thoughts become angry. If you feed your mind calm, your thoughts become calm. This is not motivation. This is how the brain works. Now let's talk about what you can do in a simple and gentle way. The first step is awareness. You don't need to change everything today. Just notice. Notice what you watch in the morning. Notice what you scroll before sleeping. Notice how you feel after certain conversations. Awareness is like turning on a light in a dark room. Once you see clearly, change becomes easier. The second step is limiting exposure without guilt. This is very important. You don't need to cut everything completely. You are not doing anything wrong by enjoying your phone or entertainment. The goal is balance. You can reduce screen time slowly. You can mute or unfollow accounts that make you feel bad. You can choose not to engage in conversations that drain you. Protecting your mind is not selfish. It is self-respect. The third step is choosing better content slowly. Replace some noise with something nourishing. Instead of endless scrolling, watch something that teaches you. Instead of negative music, listen to calm or meaningful songs. Instead of toxic talk, choose silence or kind words. Your attention is your power. Where you place it decides how you feel. Let me share a short real-life story. There was a young man who felt anxious every day for no clear reason. When he looked closely, he realized he spent hours scrolling social media, watching negative news, and comparing himself to others. He decided to change one thing. He limited his scrolling time and followed pages that inspired him. Within days, his mood changed. His thoughts slowed down. His mind felt lighter. Nothing else in his life changed. Only the input did. Remember this deeply. Your peace is expensive. Don't waste it. Not on endless noise. Not on people who drain you. Not on content that makes you doubt yourself. You deserve a calm mind. Once your mind is clean and protected, one final thing remains. Chapter 4. Building a clean mind as a daily lifestyle. At this point, you have learned how to clean your mind and how to protect it. Now comes the most important shift. This is not just about habits anymore. This is about identity. It is about becoming someone who values mental peace, someone who understands that a calm mind is not a luxury. It is a necessity. When you start seeing mental clarity as part of who you are, not just something you do sometimes, everything changes. Let me tell you something important. Consistency matters more than perfection. You don't need to do everything right every day. Some days your mind will still feel messy. Some days you will forget your habits. That is okay. A clean mind is built the same way a clean home is built. You clean it again and again. Not once, not perfectly, just regularly. This is where 3 gentle ideas come in. The first is a daily reset. Every day is a new chance to clear what yesterday left behind. You don't need to carry old thoughts into a new day. The second is gentle self-talk. How you speak to yourself becomes the voice of your mind. Harsh words create stress. Kind words create safety. And the third is self-respect. Choosing rest, silence, and boundaries is a form of respect for your own mind. Here is something I want you to remember deeply. You live inside your mind every day. Make it a safe place, not a battlefield, not a prison. A home where you can breathe, think, and exist without fear. Let me share a very simple routine you can follow. In the morning, do a short check-in. Ask yourself, how do I feel today? You don't need to fix anything. Just notice. This awareness sets the tone for the day. In the evening, practice a gentle release. Let go of the thoughts, worries, and emotions you don't need to carry into tomorrow. Even one deep breath and one honest sentence written on paper is enough. Remember this: you don't need to change your whole life to feel better. You don't need a new personality, new job, or new situation. You just need to clean your mind daily. Small actions done with care create big inner change. A clean mind leads to healing. Healing leads to growth. And growth leads to clarity about who you are and where you are going. When your mind is clear, your future feels less scary and more open. If this message helped you, take the next step with me. Start today. Choose one small habit. Protect your peace, and keep building a clean mind as a way of life. Before you go, I want to invite you gently, from the heart. If this video brought you even a little calm, a little clarity, or a new way of thinking, consider subscribing to the channel. It helps this space grow and reach people who need peace just like you. If you felt connected to this message, tap the like button. It tells me that this kind of content matters to you and that you want more of it, and I'd really love to hear from you. In the comments, tell me one simple thing. Which habit will you start today? Writing it down makes it real, and you might inspire someone else who is reading. This channel is a safe space for growth, peace, and clarity. You are not alone on this journey. We are learning, healing, and growing together, one day at a time. Thank you for spending these moments with me. I'm truly grateful you're here. More calm, meaningful, and simple content is coming soon. Until then, take care of your mind.